Hello everybody, I'm Jess Burton, this is Michelle Harling, this is another episode of AdoptIN Marblehead right here at the Marblehead Animal Shelter. And this very hungry guy right here is Baby Daddy. Baby Daddy is his name, and he earned it. Why don't you tell us about his story and how he got that name?
This is Baby Daddy, and he was living at a situation where they had Baby Mama, and Baby Mama gave birth to 11 kittens. And as far as we know, Baby Daddy was in fact the father. That's what we were told. So then he came into the shelter after us in need of some attention, in need of some love. He had some mats, so he ended up getting shaved down. So now he's grown back in his lovely orangey buff coat, and he has packed on a few pounds. He very much likes food.
What was his journey like coming here to the shelter?
So he came into the shelter, he was very nervous at first, so we had to do a lot of socialization with him. He would kind of just stay in his cage originally. Now that he's gotten more comfortable, he hops out when we clean. But we have come to discover that he is not a huge fan of other cats. Now that he's kind of had his own space, he prefers to be, oh, that's my hand. He prefers to be a single cat, despite having lived with cats previously and having had kittens. He tends to do better when it's just him. He's gotten a bigger personality, he's gotten a lot more comfortable. He definitely will let you know if he's done interacting with you. He'll give like a few of those little love bites. My hands also taste like food right now, so that doesn't help the situation. But when we're cleaning his cage and kind of organizing his space, he does let us know that like, those are my things, you better be putting them back. So just someone who's a little bit more comfortable with cats and an experienced cat owner would probably do best with them. He doesn't love being picked up, but he won't wriggle free, so you could move him, but it's not his favorite position to be in.
Like all cats, I could see him warming up and becoming a lap cat eventually, or at least a sit next to you on the couch kind of cat, because it probably wouldn't take a lot to motivate him to get near you. All you have to do is find some sort of food and put it on your lap. If you want him there, he'll probably climb up on it, but it should be easy to get him to open up to a new person with food motivation.
He is a very cozy cat, so I think after a little bit, he would definitely spend some time with you on your bed, on your couch, and be happy to just kind of lay back, relax, or look out the window with you.
Over the past few months when I've been in here, he has not let me pet him at all, and this is a brand new treat for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it all that much sweeter if a cat's kind of been a little bit more standoffish or a little bit more guarded at the beginning, to finally get them to, allow you to interact with them, to pet them, even to pick them up for a brief moment is like a huge step. And certainly he's learned that where his food comes from, we're safe to interact with. And he just does little things like this. He lets you know if he's a little overstimulated. He lets you know, like, hey, I like you and I'm comfortable with you. Or, that's a little bit too much. He does a very appropriate kind of...
very cat-like things.
Exactly.
He's got a great coat. He's got stripes on his legs. He's got the huge paws that we were talking about.
Huge paws, yeah.
Like a mountain lion.
Yeah. And they're also very fluffy, too.
He is basically ripped right out of a cartoon. He's either looks like exactly like a street cat that you would see, like an alley cat that's like super tough because he's got the little sort of grumpy face, little scruffy little look to him too. But he said he's just like Garfield.
Yeah. He will probably eat your lasagna, so. Yeah, he deserves a good home that's going to be very understanding of his needs. Give him patience, give him time, give him some space. Help him to adjust as easily as possible, but once he's in that right space that's maybe a little bit more quiet, laid back, he can kind of find his own way pretty quickly. He'll end up adjusting just fine. When he's in the mood for it, he's more than happy to have that attention. I think he'd be one of those cats that would come and approach you once he was wanting some love and affection, and he'd probably seek it quite often once he was in that comfortable space.
And he's never been the only cat in a house, so he hasn't had that ability to really warm up to one person.
Right, exactly. So he's had to kind of fight for that attention, he's had to fight for that space, he's had to fight for that food probably. So being able to get that comfort of, oh, okay, like everything's provided for me, I don't have to fight for it all the time.
I'm a spoiled baby daddy.
Yeah. He'd end up being probably pretty laid back and would just like to hang out and chill about the house and eat some snacks with you.
All right, so this time of year, it is great to adopt, and we obviously encourage adoption at all times of the year, but around Christmas time, we tend to see an uptick in adoption, but we also, after the holidays, see an uptick in returns. So we want to make sure that it's the right situation and for families not to just jump to adopt, right?
Right, exactly. The holidays, we definitely do see an uptick in adoptions, which is a wonderful thing. But there is an occasion or two where cats get returned because it was just a fun present, and you know, now the kids don't want them anymore. Now they want a puppy that's more interactive. So we want to make sure that it is a forever home. It is a big commitment, and we want to make sure that you know, pets are not presents, so to speak.
Right.
They're there to be part of your family, and it is a big commitment.
All right, that's very well put, Michelle. So if you think that your home could be the forever home for baby daddy and potentially make him a part of your family for this holiday season and many to come, come on down to the Marblehead Animal Shelter, see Michelle or one of the other dedicated volunteers that's here to help you. You ready to go? You want to help?
He's like, I can sign off too.
There you go. We'll all get out of here. For AdoptIN Marblehead, I'm Jess Burton. We'll see you next time.